It's time for the rapid rundown. All right, we begin Thursday Night Football this week. Dolphins Bengals. The Bengals a -4 favorite at home. Guys, the Bengals they didn't even look impressive against the Jets. The Dolphins managed to hold off the number one offense in the NFL, in my opinion, the Bills. Guess what? We're starting off rapid rundown hot. I'm taking a trip to Upset City this week.
I am too, because I'm working under the assumption that even working under the assumption that Tua is not going to play. First of all, if he is going to play, the Bengals are screwed. If he's not, I don't have that kind of confidence in the Bengals to do it anyway. I could be wrong. I reserve the right to be wrong, but I'm saying right now I'm going Upset City.
I mean, I'm looking at some of the other stuff on the game. So obviously the Bengals are technically a favorite because they're at home. The over-under is 47 points, which sounds kind of high, actually, because the Bengals offense has not been there. Would you say that?
Oh, yeah, they haven't been there.
I think I'm with you guys. The Dolphins are... It all depends if Tua's on the field also, because Tua... I have to admit it, Tua's making that team go offensively. But you have guys like Tyreek and Waddle who are playing amazingly well, catching passes that most wide receivers would not catch. Now, and Tom brought it up before. What's going on with Jamar Chase?
I don't know. They're not utilizing him to the fullest of his capabilities, in my opinion. Now, I think some of that's also just, again, the offensive line is just utter trash in Cincinnati. They made additions to that line, and it just made it worse. And Burrow is just getting, he's suffering as a result of it.
Right. So I'm going to go with you guys, and I'm going to take the upset because I don't know what's going on with Burrow, and I don't know what's going on with Chase. So I'm going to take the upset. I like the way the Dolphins look.
Sunday begins, by the way, gentlemen, in merry old London. We're going to London, 9:30 a.m. Eastern, 6:30 a.m. Pacific. It's going to be the Minnesota Vikings as a -3 favorite in London against the New Orleans Saints.
No one's watching this game.
I'm sorry. I just, as bad as Kirk Cousins can, rattle us as much as Justin Jefferson has not been getting involved, the last week or two. I'm sorry. I don't believe in the Saints. Winston is just shitting the bed. Alvin Kamara is just...
He fumbled. He had a bad fumble.
He fumbled. The first 2 weeks of the season, Ingram had a fumble in each game. This is looking like a pretty bad team. And honestly...
Jameis is hurt. Also.
Yeah, you got to go Vikings. You have to.
I'm gonna regret it. Plus, I would rather the Brits not be exposed to Kirk Cousins after they just so recently suffered a tragedy losing a national figurehead. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the Vikings.
Yep, I think that pretty much.
Vikings.
We're going to Skull City.
That pretty much sums it all up. Justin Jefferson needs to play better, though. He has not looked good so far for the Vikings. He's not making a lot of catches.
He looked good in that first game against the Packers, though.
But I think that's it across the board.
Yeah, take that money. Chargers and the Texans. The Texans, the home team. The Chargers 4.5 favorite, but the status of Justin Herbert, I guess they're going to try and have him play.
I don't think it matters, really, to be honest. The Texans are a bad team. Somehow they managed a tie against the Colts, which we still can't figure out.
They only lost by 3 to the Bears, but I guess the Bears are also kind of a...
The Bears are a bad team also!
All right, so you know what? I'll go Chargers. Why not?
It's Davis Mills. I mean, come on, man. Justin Herbert or no Justin Herbert? I mean, come on. And so take the money. Take the money.
Yeah, take the money.
Yeah, give me the come on, man, for kind of trying to talk myself into a cover or stuff. Seahawks and the Lions. The Lions a 4.5 point favorite at home. And the Lions, again, are a team that's actually been playing pretty well for what they're doing. So I say, why not take the money?
Yeah.
No, I say I'm pausing.
What are you pausing
looking.
for?
What happened?
What are you pausing for?
For this. Darn it. I was gonna say I was hoping the strike was gonna come, and I was gonna say that the Yankees won the division.
Oh, yeah. Jesus, just standing there. What are you? Oh my God, he had a stroke. Jesus Christ.
No, I was trying to play it off. I thought it was coming.
You know what? You know who else had a stroke last week? Geno Smith and the Seahawks.
You know what? I honestly, I don't know if I would take that. I would take that line.
What?
Wait, you would or you wouldn't?
4.5. I'd take 3.
What?
What? Lions no cover, Nick.
Yeah, I would probably say that.
What?
Excuse me.
I would
Hold
take
on.
the line, but I'm not taking that line.
I'll give you one better.
Hey, I'm still taking the line.
How are you not taking them to cover?
At home.
Really?
Yes.
Man.
Money.
All right, we are gonna just have to move on from that one. We're gonna go to the Jaguars Eagles. Eagles a 6.5 favorite. I know the Eagles are great. Jaguars are surprising.
This is tough. This is
Guys,
actually way tougher than I thought.
I don't think we get a cover in this game.
Well, I don't know if I go that far.
There you go.
So as of this recording, the Yankees have won the American League East.
Woo!
Yes. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take the money.
Oh, now you're taking the money.
Now he's gonna take the money.
Now I'm taking the money.
See, here's where I'm not gonna take the money. I say Eagles, but I think the Jaguars might be showcasing something.
I mean, Jalen Hurts has looked really good.
Oh, I'm not saying this gets the Eagles. I'm saying the Eagles' offense looks great, but Jaguars' offense somehow is not looking pretty bad either. Somehow.
Makes sense.
I mean, yeah, I'm going to take the money just because the Eagles look really, really, really good right now. Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, their running core looks really good. Their defense is on par, and they're at home. They're usually one of the better home teams. Take the money.
Take that money. All right. The Bears and the Giants. The Giants are -3.5 at home. You got to have a rebound game against the Bears, right?
Yeah, but it's the Bears, for Christ's sake.
You just had a massive injury, though.
I know you made Cooper Rush look like he was Joe
Nick,
fucking Namath out there.
But that's one injury. And yes, the offensive line looks like trash. But I'll give you this: this is the make or break game. If
this is the make or break game.
I know I said the first half schedule is very weak. I said once the post bye week happens, the collapse was going to happen. But if you lose to the Bears, the collapse is going to happen very sooner.
Enlighten me. What's the Bears' record?
2-1 though. They're
both 2-1. Yeah.
So you know what I'm gonna do?
Don't do it. I swear to God.
I took the Giants and they broke my heart, so I'm not gonna do it again.
You're
taking the plus points?
Bears.
Oh, he's taking the plus points.
I'm going upset city. They are not gonna fuck me over again.
Actually, Tom, I'm kind of with him. I was going to take the Bears plus the points. I think the Giants are going to have a massive letdown after the way they lost.
I'm going to lone wolf then. I'm going to go with the Giants. Guys, you know how I feel about Justin Fields. I think he's terrible. I think sooner or later he's not going to be in the NFL. I think the weapons
That's
around
harsh, don't you think?
No, I don't think it's harsh.
I think they won their games in spite of Justin Fields.
First of all, any quarterback, Nick, could be out of the NFL in 2 snaps. It all depends on what happens.
The reason they were pretty good last game, Khalil Herbert was going off, actually doing very well in place of David Montgomery. So
that's a massive injury that I forgot about.
Correct, and I think if the Bears beat the Giants, it's either going to be because 1 of Giant ineptitude or 2 because of Khalil Herbert, not because of Justin Fields. And honestly, I know they have St. Brown, not Amon-Ra, but
right, the other brother. Yeah,
I never know how to pronounce his name.
I think his name is.
Yeah, He's all right. Darnell Mooney, I think, is disappointed so far. There's just I know our feelings on the Giants. I know, but the Bears are just I can't do it. They're just too trashed for me. I can't bring myself that low.
I wouldn't be able to do it and look myself in the mirror again.
No. Jets and Steelers. Steelers 3.5 favorite at home. I am not a Steelers fan, and I am not doing this despite Morganson, but I do need the points. The lock has burnt me every week. I don't think I've got one clean lock, so you know what? This is my lock.
I'm locking it too.
This is not my lock, believe it or not.
What? Wow. Okay.
Just call me Master Lock because there's my lock.
Even though I already know that this line should be way higher than 3.5. Mitchell Trubisky,
not by that much.
Come on.
First
of all, playing it. What's the name of the field now? Because it's not Heinz Field anymore. Whatever
field or something.
When you go into that field, basically what I'll say at this point, because I could give two shits about the name. Basically, when you go into that field, you're not winning. It's one of the toughest places to play. I don't care if you're Mitchell Trubisky or Ben Roethlisberger.
Acrisure, by the way.
Oh, Acrisure Field. I think it's a financial institution.
Because Buttcoin Crypto Field was taken?
Probably. But yeah, there's no way. Take the money. You're going to make a lot of money off this game.
All right, we go now to Atlanta, where the Browns are playing the Falcons. Browns a 1.5 point favorite. I guess because the Falcons won last week, but I mean...
This one's confusing because I don't know who to trust.
Trust nobody. Like Stone Cold used to say, DTA. But you know what? I picked the Falcons to be a 1 or 2 win team. I think I had them at 1-16. The Browns,
I absolutely believe that Jacoby Brissett can beat these guys.
Yeah, so I believe in that. To be fair, Amari Cooper actually had a decent game last week, and I mean, Nick Chubb is Nick Chubb. Now, the Browns did have that bad loss of Myles Garrett, but I think the defense is still fine. I got to go with Browns, especially with a short line like this. This is you can't really do, you can't do Browns no cover. It would have to be one way or the other. This is an all or nothing game. I go take the money. I go Cleveland.
Yeah, I mean, the Falcons got a lucky win last week in Seattle because Seattle's imploding. Take the Browns, but it's going to be one of those 3-point games.
Be a nail biter.
It's going to literally come down to another butt fumble, butt punt. Is what I should say. Another butt punt.
We had a butt fumble last week, too, in which Dalvin Cook actually injured himself.
That's a good point. But it's going to come down to a butt punt and a safety somehow.
Nick, Federa?
I am going to... I said I'm taking the money.
Okay, take the money. So we're all going Browns. Titans and Colts, crap. This is... We had... When the NFC East played for all these years, we've had the NFC least. What do we call the AFC South?
The clash of the crap.
Titans and Colts. The Colts are a 3.5 point favorite. This
one you can literally go either way. You really could.
You literally can't go either way.
Well, here's the guys. If I'm going to take from literature the Colts, Jekyll and Hyde. You had in week 2 them playing like crap and getting shut out, and then all of a sudden last week they managed to upset the freaking Chiefs.
You know what? The only logical reasoning I can make to this game is that Matt Ryan has looked awful so far for the Colts,
and that's going to be the difference. Then that's the reason why I'm going upset city.
Yeah, I think I'm going to lay the 3.5, and or I'll go plus 3.5 on the Titans.
I think I'm with you guys. Let's go upset city. Let's go.
Because Matt Ryan's been a joke since he's been brought over there. Whew.
Hang on, have a little. Okay, there we go. Little snafu on the on our rapid rundown tracker. Commanders and the Cowboys. The Cowboys are -3. If the Cowboys were able to have that competitive game against the Giants, I think Commanders game is a JOKE joke. Take that money.
Yeah, this is not going to be close. I mean, how many times Did Carson Wentz get sacked 9 times against the Eagles?
As they said in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, 9 times.
Take the money. And this is not my lock. Still
not. Wow. Okay.
I'm taking the money, but I don't know what else you can pick as a lock.
Okay,
Nope.
Bills and Ravens. I think.
Is it?
No. I said Bills and Ravens. I think this is the game of the week right here.
This is the game of the week. I mean, the Bills had a hard luck loss last week. And we got to see Ken Dorsey completely go viral.
Ken Dorsey smash up his goal like it's backstage at WWE.
How many different responses did you see using that video? My favorite was the broken McFlurry machine at McDonald's.
My favorite was somebody uses the blue shell on you in Mario Kart.
This is a tough one. And don't say you're taking the non-cover.
No, I'm taking the Bills. I'm going to take the money. Because I do think that Josh Allen he's out for somebody's ass today.
Yeah,
Or
so
he's going to be
out
for somebody's ass on Sunday.
I actually agree with Nick. I think the Ravens, Lamar and company have played very well for, when I said that they were the most overrated team and what weapons do they have. They are starting to prove me wrong, but the Bills are still one of the top, if not the top team in football right now, especially at the offensive end. The loss against the Dolphins, a couple of mistakes, and it could have been a different story. I'm still going to trust the Bills, and like Nick Federa said, Josh Allen's going to have a fire under him. I'm going Bills. Take the money.
Yeah, I think Josh Allen is not happy the way that game ended. By the way, if anyone saw that hug between Tua and Josh Allen at the end of the game, which kind of went
Taylor Swift,
prime meme material.
I mean, yeah, take the money.
Cardinals versus the Panthers. This one confuses me. The Panthers are a -2. And I know the Cardinals didn't play great, but they are a much better team, have better players than the Panthers do. I guess because the Panthers are the home team. I am taking yet another trip, however, to upset city. This is
really.
I'll say this: if the Cardinals do not beat the Panthers, I don't think they make the postseason.
I think their year is over if they don't beat the Panthers.
You really think the Cardinals can't beat the Panthers?
No, he's basically saying he's taking the plus points, the upset.
I'm taking the plus points. I'm going upset. I'm picking the Cardinals.
Yeah,
and if they don't win, I don't know if I can pick them again this season.
If they lose this, if they can't win this game, you can't pick them for anything ever again.
I mean, I'm confused because the Cardinals are I shouldn't say technically, they are the better team. They are. They technically have the better quarterback. Now, obviously, they don't have who am I forgetting?
Hopkins.
DeAndre Hopkins. If they had DeAndre Hopkins
and James Conner now is hurt.
But I'm saying if DeAndre Hopkins is there, they're the favorite. The Cardinals are the favorite.
Right.
I'm with you, Tom. Like they better win this game or there's going to be problems in Arizona.
No, I agree.
Over to the AFC West, we got Broncos Raiders. The Raiders a 2.5-point favorite. Somehow, again, it should not be this way, but Nathaniel Hackett is such a hack that the Broncos don't know how to score. How is Russell Wilson unable to score? Russell Wilson is living up to the Broncos offense, I should say, is living up to that meme of let Russ cook, and then you see chicken being covered in NyQuil.
Look, it's the Raiders, man. We just got finished talking about how they suck now. And now they're the favorites?
I got to go upset again.
I got to go upset. I mean, come on.
By the way, still not my lock. But yes, I am taking this as an upset. The Raiders look like shit. I mean, and Carr looks horrible. Horrible. I mean, there's no way. The Broncos somehow will figure it out.
So, you can't be serious. The -10 double-digit line the Packers are going to have over the Patriots. You're really?
That's my lock, baby. That is my lock.
Oh my God.
That's my lock because Mac Jones is out.
Brian Hoyer.
That offensive line is shit. They are going to Aaron Rodgers is going to run and throw all over that Patriots defense.
If Mac Jones was playing, would it still be your lock?
Probably not, no.
You would have had to go with us at that point if Nationals were playing.
Honestly, I'm taking the money at this point. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'll still
I don't
take the
like that
money.
line, but I'll take the money.
I'll still take the money.
I probably would have taken actually Denver over the Raiders as a lock if Mac was playing.
Interesting.
So yeah,
still take the money.
Yeah.
All right, Sunday Night Football, Chiefs Buccaneers. Latest update is it looks like this game is not going to be played in Florida. Sports Illustrated, I read earlier this morning, looking at potentially US Bank Stadium, the Vikings home, because the Vikings are going to be in London, and it's a dome stadium, so.
Which is a completely different atmosphere going from playing in Florida to going to a dome in Minnesota.
I mean,
the Chiefs, by the way, 2-point favorite. Mahomes is Mahomes, and I know Brady is still Brady, but his receiving corps too banged up. I gotta take the money on this one.
Yeah, I'm taking the money on this one too.
Yeah, I was listening to Brady on the podcast that he does with Jim Gray and Larry Fitzgerald, and he was basically, well, we need to figure it out. We need to score more points. The offense needs to play better. Thank you, Captain Obvious. I didn't know.
I mean, the man. Thank you very much.
Take the money. Patrick Mahomes has definitely got to start figuring it out. The Buccaneers are too banged up.
Well, he's a bath guy. He's a bath bomb guy. Don't you know that?
Oh, God. Enough with those commercials.
Monday Night Football, Rams and the 49ers in San Fran. NFC West battle. San Fran, the -2 favorite under Jimmy G.
Now this one, to quote the kids, this one's going to be a banger. So
under Jimmy G and how different the 49ers kind of look, yeah, this actually makes this game a lot more interesting now.
However, I'm not taking the 49ers. I'm taking the Rams.
Yeah, I'm going upset city. The Rams are still the defending champs. Rams are still the Rams. I still have some questions about the Niners. I feel like I've gone upset city a lot today.
I mean, we did that last week also. But when I look at the Rams, and we talked about this last week, Van Jefferson is hurt. Their wide receiver core is basically Cooper Kupp, and name that tune afterwards. I don't know. This one's weird. I mean, you have Jimmy G back in starting. Not his choice. Trey Lance gets hurt, and then he somehow gets thrown in and basically gets to show all his leverage off before he gets traded when he was supposed to be traded to Washington in the preseason.
Yeah, there was that report that it looks like he could have been a Commander, but the shoulder surgery put a kibosh on that. And now the 49ers kind of look like geniuses.
I mean, this is going to have to be a Cooper Kupp game if they're going to win. And I think that's going to be the case because the Niners defense is a question mark, in my opinion. So I would take the Rams. We're going upset city on a lot.
Yeah, we are.